Welcome in to our audience here on the Fighting Saints Network, sponsored by Point S Tire and Auto Service. My name is Daniel Sally. Joining me, the Hall of Famer Gary Turcotte for a little Carroll College Fighting Saints basketball doubleheader between the Saints, of course, and another Saints, the Our Lady of the Lake University Saints out of San Antonio, Texas. Big doubleheader coming up for our teams tonight. And we'll go ahead real quick before we get into it, meet our starting lineups. We'll start with Our Lady of the Lake. Starting at point guard, number 2, a 5'3" senior out of Chicago, Illinois, Keviana Barber. Starting at guard, a 5'7" senior out of Keanton, Australia, number 11, Alexandra Strawthorn. Starting at forward, a senior, 5'9" out of San Antonio, Texas, number 21, Amiko Hemphill. Starting at guard, a junior, 5'7" out of Laredo, Texas, number 23, Natalia Trevino. And starting at center in the middle, a 6'1" junior out of Midwest City, Oklahoma, number 34, Michaela White. Head coach of the Saints is Jillian Flores-Bennett. Now for Carroll College, our home team tonight. Starting at guard, a 5'9" senior out of Havre, Montana, number 4, Danny Wagner. Starting at forward, a 5'10" senior out of Fairfield, Washington, number 10, Christine Denny. Starting at point guard, a 5'8" senior out of Clancy, Montana. Helena High by way of Montana State University, number 22, Camden Hilborn. Also at guard, a 5'9" senior out of 9 Mile Falls, Washington, number 23, Sienna Swanwick. And in the middle, a 6'2" junior out of Clancy, Montana, another Helena High product by way of the University of Montana. That's Jamie Pickens. And, of course, leading the way for the Saints, head coach Rochelle Sayers. And, Gary, big morning today for the Saints, moving up one spot in the most recent NAIA Top 25 polls, 7-6. Of course, the one loss for the Saints coming to Southeastern, who comes in at 5 this week on the rankings, just one spot ahead of Carroll. But program in good shape right now going into this season.
Well, it really is. And I want to see if there are 4 teams better than Southeastern in the country. I'd like to see who they are. They were really, really good. And, Carroll played them real tough. If the game would have gone longer, Carroll might have been able to catch them. Needed about 4 more minutes, I think.
That second quarter hurt us.
It did.
It did. And number 4 number 4 in the rankings is Thomas More out of Kentucky. Carroll will play them over Thanksgiving weekend at the Julie Costello Memorial Classic down in Crestview Hills. So that'll be another good test for our team.
Boy, that's a great test. It is so good to get those games early, and the NEI appreciates. And she missed a technical.
Yeah, so for those who are unaware, we have a technical foul on Carroll to start the game because the light around the edge of the backboard, it shines red when the clock runs out. Well, it's shorted sometime in the last 24 hours. So no backboard lights on one end of the floor, and that's a technical foul on the Saints, kind of like the situation we had on Saturday with the College of Idaho football team, but this one was a little more out of our control.
Oh, that was a nightmare for College of Idaho, that technical. It cost them both halves. It cost them a timeout each half.
And 15 yards.
And 15 yards each half. I've never seen such a penalty. But I think it was the safety factor. I think that's why.
Yes. All right, well, here's the tip-off. The Saints have it. They'll be going right to left in their brand-new home white uniforms they debut this year with the Jordan Jumpman purple numbers. Jamie Pickens on the low block takes the pass from Denny, puts it up off the glass, and good. Pickens gets the Saints started with 2. With the ball is the Saints, or Our Lady of the Lake, I should say. I got to be better about saying Our Lady of the Lake and Carroll.
They're both Saints.
Yeah, if you look on the scoreboard right now, it says Saints and it says OLLU because you can't put both on there. That might be confusing to some of the fans as there's a turnover out of bounds. Number 11, Alexander Strawthorn, stepped out of bounds, and the Saints will get the ball right back. Carroll will get the ball right back. Oh, boy. It might be a long day.
Well,
doubleheader of this.
Lady of the Lake and Carroll. Yeah, that's Lady of the Lake. And then the men's team was also called Lady of the Lake.
Yeah. Christine Denny, far side on the wing. Hands off to Hilborn. Hilborn will set up the offense. Here's Jamie Pickens coming around to the high post. She hands it off to Wagner. Wagner, high-low, down to Pickens. Another one, Jamie Pickens spins around and dumps it off the glass for 2.
Geez, that's good offense by Carroll. That's out of their pinch post, Princeton stuff. And they don't start with anybody at the low post. They cut to the low post and get to the low block.
With the ball is Trevino. Trevino looks to get by Hilborn off Camden's foot. I'm surprised there wasn't a kick ball there, but Our Lady of the Lake will keep it. Up top, Hemphill drives, runner off the glass, and it's good. Our Lady of the Lake gets on the board, 4-2. Carroll in the lead.
That's a tough shot. Wasn't an easy shot at all.
Danny Wagner in transition for the Saints, has it top of the key, crosses over, out to the corner, it's Hilborn. Hilborn drives, dumps it out, Swanek, open look from 3. Off the rim, it's no good. Ball is deflected out of bounds. It'll go to Our Lady of the Lake. Well, this is really our first true doubleheader of the year, Gary.
Well, it is. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we've got both the men's and the women's. Awfully great to have Lady of the Lake make the trip up here to Montana.
Yeah, they're going to play Providence and Northern this week as well, both their men's and women's teams. It's a missed three-pointer. Denny comes down with the rebound. It was Barber who shot that one. Hilborn in transition. Near side, it's Wagner. Down low, Pickens posting up. Baby hook to her right side, center of the key, and it's good.
Now, we haven't seen her do that with her left shoulder, make a power move to the middle like that. And I know they've been working with her on it, and she just executed that beautifully.
Well, 6 Jamie Pickens points has Carroll in the lead, 6-2 here, 7:42 left in the first quarter. I'd say that's an awfully good start.
Yeah.
Inbounding the ball for Our Lady of the Lake will be Strawhorn. Dumps it inside. Michaela White steps through. Nice move to the basket. She puts it up and in for 2. Saints with the ball. Carroll with the ball. I'm going to give myself 1 quarter to get rid of this. Here's a drive. Christine Denny on the right side puts it up off the glass and good for 2. And Christine Denny, we've talked about the last couple weeks playing some of the best basketball we've seen her play in the last 4 years, really, last 5 years. Last couple weeks have been good for Christine. A miss on the other end by Our Lady of the Lake. It's Carroll ball. Foul called.
I think Christine is in the best physical condition, the best physical shape of her life. She's able to play longer, harder, and she's done a lot of work on her shot. She's got better arc on her shot.
Denny up top from the inbound, drives the lane up with her left off the glass. It's no good. Rebound brought down by Our Lady of the Lake, and we have a traveling violation called on Keviana Barber.
And that was caused by Sienna, who kind of jumped, kind of spied on the outlet that time and caused that turnover.
Camden Hilborn will inbound, far sideline. And Denny will hand it right back to Hilborn. High post, they get it to Denny. They call the travel there on Christine.
Whoa. Christine's going, what?
I think everyone's just kind of confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Play on.
It's like I say, traveling is when the referee puts his one hand up with an open palm, and then his other 2 hands go together and make a circle. That's what traveling is.
Typically, you need to take 3 steps to warrant that call.
Ooh, nice pass. Well, that's a good
reverse
player.
layup there.
That's the second tough shot I've seen her take.
Hemphill knocks it in for 2.
That's Emiko Hemphill. She's a senior from San Antonio, Seguin High School. She's a nice player.
We got an offensive foul. So Christine with the travel and offensive foul back to back.
And Emiko is the 4 player, and that's going to be a great matchup with her and Christine Denny, those 2 going at each other. Similar players.
Pick and roll. They kick it out to the corner. 3, and that one's good.
And the nice pass by Emiko Hempel, the girl we're just talking about, an inside-outside 3-point assist.
Barber knocked that one down. Our Lady of the Lake in the lead, 9-8. Hilborn far side. Now Swanek. They swing it around back to Hilborn. Low post, they get it to Swanek. She pump fakes, dumps it off Pickens, puts it up, off the glass, no good. Jamie gets the offensive board, puts it back up, in and good for 2. Working down there early. Carroll clearly wanting to get touches inside.
Yeah, that's.
And there's a steal on the other end. Christine Denny steps in the passing lane. Here she comes across half court. Dumps it off to the wing. Wagner drives the lane. Reverse layup off the glass. No good. Oh, board Pickens. Pickens back up with it, and she draws the foul. Jamie will shoot 2.
Jamie off to just a great start. And it was a nice take by Danny Wagner there. Drove under, tried to finish with her right hand. Didn't get it quite high enough off the board. Would have been a real nice shot.
So Jamie's got 8 points. She's 4 for 5 from the field, and now she's got 3 rebounds and is shooting 2 free throws. Going to the well early.
Yeah.
First one up, and it's good for Pickens. She'll shoot 1 more. Pickens at the line again. It's up, And it's off the front iron. No good. Rebound brought down by Michaela White. She'll get it to Barber. Barber, the point guard, taking it up the floor. She'll set up the offense. Guarded by Denny on the pick and roll. She passes it inside, and it's stolen by the Saints. Pickens comes up with that one. Outlet pass Hilborn. Here comes Hilborn up the court. She'll slow it down. Out to Pickens. Pickens, three. Off the rim, it's no good. Rebound brought down by Our Lady of the Lake. It's Natalia Trevino. Trevino working up to the other end. Pull up, three, and It's good. Hello.
A lot of confidence there. A lot of confidence. Off the dribble, off the bounce. Those are harder to make than off the catch.
Not if you're Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Hilborn, far side on the wing. Gets the cutting Swanek. Swanek will dribble it back out and hand off to Hilborn. Danny Wagner with it now. High post. They get it to Pickens. Pickens. Back to Wagner in the corner. Wagner picks up the ball screen from Pickens. Drives the lane with the left. No good. Rebound Pickens. Right back up with it. It's good. And Jamie Pickens officially in double figures.
Well, just weak side board. She's doing a great job.
Here's a drive. Runner, no good that time from Natalia Trevino. Wagner comes up with the rebound. Here comes Pickens in transition. She draws the foul. And he scared you a little bit. That was Marty Heller yelling at us, Gary.
This game has really picked up in tempo. It started out pretty controlled, but the last couple of minutes, there's been some great transition, both teams.
13-12 the score. Carroll in the lead will go ahead and step aside for the media timeout. 13-12, Carroll ahead. You're watching Fighting Saints basketball on the Fighting Saints Network, brought to you by Point S Tire and Auto Service. Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally, Gary Turcotte here on the Fighting Saints Network, brought to you in part by Point S Tire and Auto Service. Jamie Pickens stepping to the free throw line for two. First one is up, it's good. And Carroll's got 14 points right now.
Jamie has all but, does she have 12 of them?
She's got
11 of them?
Second one no good. It's not showing up for me right now. I don't know what the deal is. I'm missing the points section on the live stats. Anyway, I think she's got 12 now, Gary. Danny Wagner on the drive, kicks. Swanek in the corner, drives out to Denny. Back up top, Danny Wagner with it. Goes to the high post. Pickens, fadeaway jumper as shot clock expires. It's no good. Here comes Our Lady of the Lake to the other end. Jaden Lyman just checked into the game playing on-ball defense. They swing it around. With the ball is Barber. Barber guarded by Swanek. She hands it off to Lewis. Lewis to Trevino. Back to Barber now. Barber on the drive. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's a drive from Lewis. She puts it up with her left and knocks it in. Good shot. Good defense by the Saints on that one as well.
Yep. Yeah, it's just they made it work for it, and they earned it.
Sienna Swanek up top, gets it to Pickens. And we have a foul called. Pickens has 12 points. I finally found where I was supposed to be looking.
Yeah, so 12 of the 14 points that Carroll has is by Pickens, and she's just coming out to get a rest.
Emma Madsen checking in, as well as Maddie Garrett. Inbounding is Swanek from the baseline. 20 seconds on the shot clock for the Saints. Corner, it's Swanek again. Up top, Jaden Lyman. Lyman crosses over, drives the lane, kicks it out to Madsen. Now Garrett. Saints struggling to find a lane. Now Garrett's drive. She puts one up. It's no good. Rebound brought down by Our Lady of the Lake. Here comes Cormia Lewis. Out of bounds. So Carroll will get it back. The Saints turn it back over to the Saints.
Yeah. You know, Our Lady of the Lake, they're a little bit better than I think we anticipated just watching them. Now, they've had a few turnovers that have hurt them, but they've got some girls that can score.
We got a tie ball game right now, 14-14.
We do.
Garrett's on the high post. He drives, puts it up with her right. Oh, off the backboard, no good. Nice move to the hole that time by Garrett. Here comes Our Lady of the Lake in transition. Quick three is up. It's no good off the back iron from Miranda Villegas. Carroll gets the rebound. Here comes Lyman. Now Madsen. Madsen drives the lane. Nice wraparound pass there by Madsen, and Garrett's finishes and one.
That was a great pass by Emma Madsen. Just a great pass.
With her, or not with her offhand, with her left hand. She is
left-handed. She is left-handed.
But she wrapped around there, around the post player, and just dumped it off to Maddie. Maddie caught the defender off guard, drew the contact, and was able to finish it.
Addie Ekstrom just checked into the ball game. That's pretty early for a freshman to get into the ball game.
First free throws, or one only free throw, good for Maddie.
Shows that Carroll has a lot. Coach has a lot of confidence in her, putting her in this early.
She's been playing some really good basketball. Keviana Barber up top. With it now is Lopez. Back to Barber. Saints hedging that high ball screen. Then they switch it. Barber puts up a three. No good off the dribble. Rebound brought down by Madsen. Nice hustle play there by Ekstrom to kind of tap it off to her as well. Madsen across the timeline. Madsen will work to her right and hand it off to Wagner. Wagner guarded tightly up top, and a traveling violation. Wagner tried to step through and get it to Garrett, and they're going to say she dragged that foot. I didn't really have an angle on that one.
Well, you know, there was an awful lot of contact, and sometimes contact pushing can cause traveling. That was a close call there. Maybe a no call.
And there's another travel on the other end. Barber took that extra step trying to get it passed off and didn't have the passing lane she thought, so she kind of got tangled up.
You know, when I coached, my probably the one that bothered me the most was phantom travels. By that I mean the referee thinks there's a travel and there was no travel. That was a bad pass by Lucky there.
Tried to get it into Lyman. Lyman was fouled.
And if it's actually traveling, okay, go ahead and call it. But if you're not sure, don't call it.
Checking into the game is Gabrielle Guzman. Also Trevino checking back in.
But it is really hard to watch the feet and the ball and the defender. And sometimes I think when action gets going fast and something happens that you don't quite know what it is, you're tempted to blow your whistle and call traveling. And did you really see it? That's my question. Did you really see the travel?
Another free throw up from Lyman. She hits both. 5 fouls already on OLLU. They're in the bonus. That's why Jaden was at the line there. Villegas with it near side. She passes it off. Here's a drive from Lopez. Dump off. Mid-range jumper. That's no good. Rebound brought down by Madsen. Here comes Madsen. She gets it up to Lyman. Lyman. Danny Wagner with it now. Hands off. Ekstrom. Ekstrom gets it to Garrett. Garrett has it on the high post. Loses control, and it's turned over out of bounds. Our Lady of the Lake will take over on offense.
Our Lady of the Lake is really pressuring the ball, and it is bothering Carroll. Carroll likes to get that ball at what I call the pinch post or at the elbow, and they're really pressuring that, and that's been effective for them.
Taking the ball up the court, Guzman. She drives, loses it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by, well, I can say last touch by the Saints because it had to have been one of them, but it's going to be last touch by Carroll. So taking the ball back is Our Lady of the Lake. They'll inbound from the corner over there. Here's the inbounds pass to the wing. They swing it around to Villegas at the top. Here's a drive. Nice help defense there by Wagner. They kick it out to Lopez. Lopez driving baseline. Foul called. They're going to get Maddie for a block, I believe. Yes. Oh, they got it on Madsen.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have thought it
They
was.
get a reach.
Yeah, it must have been a reach there.
Inbounding to the wing. Lyman gets a hand on it. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll again. Our Lady of the Lake will inbound right in front of the Saints bench now. You get it in to Trevino. Trevino hands it off. Guzman. Guzman goes behind the back, drives the lane, gets it outside, and there's another travel. There's got to have been 6 or 7 travels in this first quarter.
That's sometimes. I think that was a legit travel. I happened just to be looking at the feet that time. I think he got, for sure. That one was a travel.
Well, it's hard not to look at the feet now because it's been called so many
Yeah.
times. Now we're all over it. About a half a second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 18 seconds to play here in the first quarter. It's Jaden Lyman to the elbow. She goes to Madsen. Madsen back to the corner. Lyman drives baseline. Picks up her dribble. Madsen, now Wagner. 3 from the wing. Off the rim. It's no good. Nice tip out there by Madsen, though. 4 seconds to go in the quarter. Wagner's got to huck something up here at the buzzer, and I don't think she's going to get something going as the horn blows, and that'll do it for the first quarter. 19-14. Carroll leads by 5. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, second quarter action here from the PE Center. You're watching the Carroll College Fighting Saints Network, brought to you by Point S Tire and Auto Service. Back for the second quarter, Daniel Sally, Gary Turcotte here on the Fighting Saints Network, sponsored by Point S Tires. 19-14, Carroll in the lead. Our Lady of the Lake with the ball to start out the quarter, and they turn it right over. The Saints come up with the steal. It's Addie Ekstrom. Ekstrom gets it across the timeline and hands it off to Denny. And another travel called. Oh, my goodness.
I think that might be 8, maybe 9 travels that these guys have called.
And Christine was looking to blow by and get to the hoop there. She had an angle. Mia Lewis with the ball. She passes it near side to the wing. It's Trevino. Back to Lewis. Looking to the elbow. Lyman gets a hand on it, and the Saints force another turnover. Christine gets it across, and now a double dribble. She kind of got caught up trying to get across half court and pick up her dribble and then put it on another bounce. And there's a lot going on here.
A lot of turnovers, a lot of violations. Traveling, especially traveling. I've never seen so many traveling calls. I mean, this is college basketball. You just don't expect college girls that are well coached as these girls are to travel as much as it's being called.
Down to the low block. Pump fake, shot up, blocked by Pickens. That was Hemphill on the shot. Our Lady of the Lake will keep it. Here's a drive. Shot up from Lewis, blocked by Pickens, and they're going to get Jamie for a foul there.
Jamie Pickens, her first, team first, 2 free throws.
19-14. Not a super high scoring game. Probably pretty normal scoring first quarter.
Well, it was pretty normal till the violations started adding up on both teams, really.
First free throw up and good for Lewis. Yeah, I think it was kind of a hot start for both teams, too. A lot of scoring.
Yeah.
Lewis will shoot one more. Free throw up, and she knocks it down. 19-16 now the score. Carroll still in the lead.
And with a little press this time.
Pickens gets it to half court. She'll take it up off the dribble and hand it off to Denny. Denny setting up the offense, gets it to Ekstrom. Ekstrom looking to the elbow, finds Pickens, and Pickens loses it. It's stolen. Here comes Trevino in transition. She's got the angle, puts it up off the glass and in for two. So 4 quick points there to start off the second quarter.
So a big part of Carroll's offense is to get the ball to the elbow. They call it the pinch post. And they're putting tremendous pressure on that ball when the ball gets there. They're doubling it, pressuring it, and it's causing Carroll problems.
Ekstrom gets it to Denny.
There it is there.
And more pressures. Pickens gets it right back out to Christine. Now Jamie's going to set a ball screen for Swanek. Swanek drives the lane, pull-up, jumper, and it's good. Well, they got them out of their offense, and Carroll had to bounce it and create something for themselves. They did it there. Up top, Lewis to the wing. Three-pointer up. It's no good from Trevino. Rebound brought down by Ekstrom. Ekstrom will get it across the timeline. Gets it to the wing. Pickens takes the three. No good off the rim. Rebound brought down by Our Lady of the Lake. It's Lewis. Lewis, outlet pass. Up the court, it's Barber. Barber to the wing. Back up top to Barber. Started by Denny. They're going to set a screen. Pick and roll. Nice help defense by Swanek and a blocking foul. I think she was in the restricted area there, coming over from the help side.
It didn't quite give her a step. That's probably the right call. High screen and roll has been the most effective thing, the high on-ball screen, which everybody in the country seems to be running now, but Lady of the Lake runs it well.
At the free throw line is Michaela White. She's the center. Transfer from Crowder College, from Midwest City, Oklahoma. First free throw is up. It's no good from White. She'll shoot one more. (21-18). Saints still in the lead. Carroll still in the lead. It's up and good. So 1 for 2 for Michaela White. Saints basketball once again. Here comes Camden Hilborn. Carroll looking to find a rhythm offensively. Denny on the elbow. Hands it back off Pickens. Pickens dribbling inside. She hands it off to Wagner. Up top, Swanek. Back to the elbow. Jamie gets it, faces up, jumper, no good off the rim. Rebound brought down by Our Lady of the Lake. It's Hemphill. Trevino has it. To the elbow, it's White again. She hands it off Barber. Barber drives the lane. Nice defense there by Pickens. Shot is up though, and it's good.
Nice shot. On kind of a runner with off the backboard. We got a tie game.
Yeah, we do. 21 apiece. 6.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Low scoring quarter so far. Pickens, nice backdoor pass to Hilborn. Hilborn, no look, hands it off to Wagner. Back up to Hilborn now. Swanek has it. To the elbow. Pickens looks to hand it off to Swanek. Bumps off her leg there. She gets it back. Fadeaway jumper in the lane from Sienna. No good. Pickens gets the board, though. Puts it back up off the glass and good.
And that was a real nice finish by Jamie. With her back to the basket, she had to spin it. That's a sophisticated shot. Not easy at all.
And there's another turnover by Our Lady of the Lake. Carroll comes up with it. This could be a chance to get some momentum here. Denny. And now I think they actually missed a travel that time, Gary.
Did they?
Christine took a little hop step after she got the ball. Wagner drives the lane, puts it up with her left off the glass. It's no good.
Lady of the Lake is really prepared well for this Princeton offense that Carroll's running. They are very comfortable in defending it. By far the best I've seen anybody defend it in all the games that Carroll's played. Carroll's 7-0.
Barber, three, no good off the rim. Long rebound. Picked up by Our Lady of the Lake. Barber gets her own rebound. Now the Saints, or Our Lady of the Lake, tries to throw it inside, and they throw it out of bounds.
And Our Lady of the Lake, Daniel, has turned the ball over way too much. and they're just really having trouble.
12 times.
12, yeah. They're only down 2. With 12 turnovers, you would think they would be down more than that.
Well, that's because on the other end, Carroll's got 7. Christine gets the screen from Pickens. She takes a pull-up jumper from the mid-range, and it's good. Nice look there for the Saints. 25-21, they lead by 4. Lewis has it. Goes to the wing. Trevino.
Another turnover.
And the Saints come back up with it. It's Denny. Denny, Hilborn, nice find in the corner for Swanek. Swanek picks up her dribble and gets it back to Denny. Denny takes a pump fake, drives the lane, puts it off the glass, no good. O-board, Pickens back up with it, and it's good. (27-21), Carroll leading by 6. With the ball is Trevino. They get it over to Barber on the far side. Barber drives the lane, steps through, runner, it's good.
Well, she's quick. Very, very quick. Probably the quickest girl on the floor right now.
Hilborn to the other end. Gets it to Wagner, now Swanek. Hilborn, 3. And it's good. Nice find by Sienna. Nice shot there by Camden Hilborn to knock it in.
Yeah. And a steal by Hilborn.
Another turnover forced by Carroll. Hilborn in the lane. Nice pass fake out to Wagner. Instead goes up with it and draws the foul.
2 big plays in a row by Hilborn.
That's a real impressive move there in transition. Yep. Whole world thought she was going to pass it out to Danny. She just stepped right through, and they had to catch up with her and draw the foul. Media timeout called, Gary. 30-23 with 3.5 minutes left in the first half. We'll go ahead and step away for a minute. When we come back, the final 3.5 minutes of this second quarter. You're watching the Carroll College Fighting Saints Network, brought to you by Point S Tires. (30-23), Carroll in the lead. Daniel Sally and Gary Turcott here sitting courtside at the PE Center, bringing you a little Carroll College women's hoops. Game 1 of tonight's doubleheader here on the Fighting Saints Network, brought to you by Point S Tire and Auto Service. Camden Hilborn steps up to the line to shoot 2. She drew the foul on the break right before the timeout. Her first one is good. She'll shoot one more. Second one up from Hilborn, knocks it down. Carroll's lead up to 9. It was tied at 21 apiece. Since then, Carroll's gone on an 11-2 run. Jumper up, no good. Long rebound brought down by Our Lady of the Lake. It's Tiffany Lopez. Hits off a Saints foot, and Our Lady of the Lake will keep it after the kick. Inbounding baseline is Guzman. Passes it into Lopez. Lopez drives, kicks outside. Here comes the drive. Hilborn gets a hand on it, knocks loose. Garrett's has it. It's a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Carroll. Hilborn will take the ball up the floor for Carroll. A little over 3 minutes left, so the Saints gotten a little bit of a lull there early in the second quarter, but since then they've turned it on. They lead by 9. Garrett's gets it off to Hilborn, back to Garrett's. Garrett's thinks about the 3 now. She's going to bounce it. Up top, it's Wagner again. Elbow, Swanek. Swanek puts it on the ground. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Hilborn has it again. Lob pass inside to Denny. Denny picks it up outside to Wagner. Corner three, and it's good. Danny Wagner from downtown.
Nice pass by Christine Denny to get her that shot.
You're not going to find many looks as good as that with 1 second left on the shot clock. Trevino to the corner, a three for Our Lady of the Lake. That one's good.
Boy,
nice rebuttal there by Miranda Villegas.
No hesitation at all. One pass and fire. I mean, deep.
Swanek, hand off Wagner. She goes up top. Garretts has a look from three. That one's no good. Rebound brought down by Our Lady of the Lake. Lopez gets it up the court. Lopez three from the corner, off the rim that time, no good. And nobody can get a hand on the rebound. Charging in for it off the bounce is Trevino. She puts up a runner, and that's good.
They're quick. They are quick to the ball. You know, there have been some 50-50 balls that they've beat Carroll on. I haven't seen that happen much this year.
Swanek to the elbow. Denny gets it, blows by her defender, off the glass with the left, and it's good for two. Christine Denny with a great move to the basket. 37-28, Carroll's lead still at 9. And a steal for the Saints, another turnover force. This time it's Hilborn, then Hilborn turns it over in transition. Our Lady of the Lake has it again. Here's a drive, runner up, and it's good that time by Trevino. Carroll ball with 1:13 to go here in the second quarter. They lead now by 7, 37-30. Hilborn drives the lane, nice look, reverse layup, and it's good. Good finish there by Camden.
She's having a nice game, really nice first half.
With it on the far side, Guzman. Here's a runner. It's no good off the rim. Rebound brought down by Denny.
Big rebound by Christine there. Carroll was in bad position to get that rebound.
In transition, they find an open Garrett. She finished that with the left off the glass and good.
Another assist by Hilborn.
I think the advantage that Carroll has a lot of times when they play is that 1 through 5 they can rebound.
They can.
There's not a lot of second chance points allowed against a team like Carroll. And we have a traveling violation again. That was on Villegas. 20 seconds to go in the first half. Carroll will take back over on offense. I'd imagine here they're going to play for the last shot. Running the point is Hilborn. Carroll can take their sweet time. Wagner down low. 9 seconds to go. Wagner spin move from the block, puts it up with her left off the glass, and it's good. Carroll wants to fall back into that zone there, but they force a steal, and as time expires, Swanek can throw up a heave, but it's after the horn. And Carroll, going into the half, will take a 43-30 lead, Gary. And before we step away, any thoughts?
Carroll has a 13-point lead. It doesn't seem like it's a 13-point lead. I thought Our Lady of the Lake played very well. They just had a couple of bad runs. They're not handling Carroll's zone very well. They're turning the ball over against Carroll's spread zone. But in one word, just too many turnovers by Our Lady of the Lake. For as hard as they're playing, they shouldn't be down by 13.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take a timeout, and we'll have a halftime show coming up in a few minutes. But right now, 43-30, Carroll in the lead here on the Fighting Saints Network, brought to you by Point S Tire and Auto Service. Welcome back in, everybody. Daniel Sally here, bringing you a little bit of a halftime show on the Fighting Saints Network, brought to you by Point S Tire and Auto Service. 43-30 the score, as Carroll is in the lead over Our Lady of the Lake here. Little non-conference doubleheader for Carroll basketball. Don't forget, tonight at 7, the Carroll College Fighting Saints men's basketball team will also be taking on Our Lady of the Lake, and we'll have it for you right here on the Fighting Saints Network. Going to go ahead and give a quick rundown of some first half stats here, starting with some team stats. Shooting the ball, Our Lady of the Lake can even 50% shooting, but sort of canceled out by 17 turnovers. They're 33.3% from 3 and 60% from the free throw line. Just 3 for 5 for them. Looking at Carroll, 51.5% from the field, 28.6% from 3. They're 2 for 7 there. 77.8% from the free throw line, Looking at some individual numbers, for Our Lady of the Lake, Kiviana Barber leading the way with 9 points, as well as Natalia Trevino also with 9. 4 points for Amiko Hemphill, 3 points for Michaela White, 3 points for Miranda Villegas, and 2 points for Mia Lewis. For the Saints, leading the way with a whopping 16 points is Jamie Pickens. She was 7 to 12 from the field, and she also had 5 boards to go with. Looking at some other numbers, 6 points for Christine Denny. She's right behind Pickens. 5 points for Wagner, and 5 points off the bench for Maddie Garrett. But a good first half for the Saints nonetheless. Like I said, they forced 17 turnovers on there, and they only turned it over 8 times. A few of those travel calls, though. Other than that, pretty well-played first half by the Saints, as I'm going to bring Gary Turcotte back in here, Gary. And I just took a look at the stats if you want to take a peek. But I was just saying, pretty clean first half for the Saints. Probably a few more turnovers than they would have liked to have, but they were able to turn the other team over twice as much. So I chalked that up as a win with a 13-point lead here at halftime.
Yeah, 17 turnovers for Lady of the Lake, 8 for Carroll. Had a nice visit with Mike Fisher, who is the supervisor of officials, who's here watching the game. And I asked him about the traveling calls, and he said, the women coaches wanted it to be called if it's a travel, and the men were not so much. So the officials that were out there that worked that first half, and they called a lot. I think there were 8 or 9 traveling calls, at least, maybe more. Mm-hmm. And they're just doing apparently to what Mike said, that they're looking for the traveling. They're looking at the feet, and you have to look at the feet, and it's hard to call the traveling and get it right.
Well, we're getting ready to start the second half here, 43-30. Carroll in the lead here at the PE Center. The Saints looking to advance to 5-1. Currently, they are ranked number 6 in the country, but a good start to the season and looking to continue it in the second half are the Saints. It'll be Our Lady of the Lake basketball starting the half. Taking it up the court is Barber. To the far wing, Strawhorn with it. She passes it off to Trevino. Trevino working near side to Barber. Barber, they swing it around. 3-pointer from the corner for Strawhorn. No good. Rebound brought down by Danny Wagner. Hilborn will set up the offense, start at the half. We'll keep an eye on these first 3 minutes, Gary.
First 3 minutes.
Swanek goes to the elbow. Denny tries to throw it inside. It's off the foot of Amiko Hemphill. Kick ball. Carroll will keep it. Hilborn inbounding from the sideline. Gets it up top. Denny on the drive. Pick and roll looking for Pickens. It hits out of bounds. Last touch by Our Lady of the Lake. Saints will keep it. And inbound from the baseline. 16 seconds on the shot clock.
Good defense by Our Lady of the Lake. It looked like that was going to be a high percentage opportunity for Carroll. They closed it on the help side.
Inbounding is Swanek to the corner. Gets it to Wagner. Saints will swing it around up top. Hilborn goes to the elbow. Pickens with it now. Pickens dumps it off to Swanek. High ball screen from Pickens. Swanek drives lane, kicks. 3 from Denny, and it's good.
And a real nice assist by Sienna Swanek. Right in the shooting pocket. That's where that pass needs to be, and that's where she put it.
Far side, it's Strawhorn. Working back to the wing, Trevino. Back to Strawhorn. Guarded by Wagner, now switched on to Hilborn. Here's a drive from Barber. Nice defense there by Swanek, but Barber gets to put up a shot and draws a foul. It was Jamie Pickens called for that. Oh, no, they called Swanek there. I thought they got Jamie coming over on help defense, but Swanek called it the blocking that time.
I like Barber and Hempel. They're two really effective players. They have quickness, basketball smarts. They really attack the rim.
First free throw is good from Barber. Second one is up, and that one's good. Pair of free throws good for Barber. Saints lead back to 14, 46-32. 8:40 to go here in the third quarter. Christine Denny in the corner. She passes it up around to Swanek. Now to Wagner. Elbow, it's Pickens. Pickens cross court back to Wagner. Wagner looks to the low block. Pickens go to work, put it up with the right off the glass, and good.
That's that left shoulder jump hook that they've worked so hard to get her to master. That's her second one that she's made tonight. That's going to give her a lot of confidence.
We always talk about this. We got some of the best post coaches in the game.
Well, J.D. Solomon, Hannah Dean, two All-Americans.
Yeah. A couple All-Americans in their own right. And if it weren't for Bree King at Western, Hannah Dean probably would have been league MVP as well.
And that's another nice move by Barber. Gee, she can just snake in there. She's quick. She's got that left hand. She gets it up quick.
Wagner up top, picks up her dribble. Got to get rid of it. She gets it off to Swanek, far side. Swanek will slow it down. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Now Denny. Denny to Pickens. Pickens on the elbow. Takes a dribble. 5 seconds on the shot clock. She hands off to Hilborn. Hilborn looks down low. Lob pass. Swanek puts it up as the shot clock expires. They're going to say shot clock violation.
And Carroll did not execute their offense that time, and Coach Rochelle Sayers is not happy with them. There was a miscommunication there on one of the sides, and they didn't get into what she wanted. That doesn't happen very much with this team. It's a veteran team, and they normally go about their business pretty effectively.
Barber to the near side. Trevino back to Barber. Three from Barber up top off the rim. It's no good. Loose ball on the floor. Denny gets it. Outlet pass. Here comes Hilborn. Wagner on the wing. Looking inside. Instead, she gets it to the top. Swanek hands off Denny. Denny looking down low for Pickens, and nice job fronting that time by White. She gets a hand on it and forces the turnover. On the other end, drive, layup, good from Mia Lewis. And that's another 2 points there for Our Lady of the Lake. It's back to just a 12-point game. Elbow, it's Pickens on the other end. Dumps it off. Wagner, three, and it's good. Danny Wagner from deep.
Nice little setup there, kind of a little pass screen by Jamie Pickens. Get her teammate a shot.
And another turnover on the other end. They got it up court. Trevino was dribbling ahead and lost it out of bounds.
I think that's the first turnover of the half for Our Lady of the Lake. So they cleaned up some of that turnover stuff here the second half. 17 turnovers the first half is just way too many.
Hilborn inbounds it.
Little 2-2-1 zone press by Lady of the Lake.
Across the court, Madsen comes up with it. Swanek back to Madsen, who just checked in. Her and Maddie Garrett's coming off the bench. Garrett dumps it off to Wagner. Wagner off the dribble, crosses over, picks up her dribble, passes it off to Swanek. 5 seconds on the shot clock for the Saints. Swanek crosses over, drives lane, pull up, elbow, jumper. It's good.
That is so pretty.
She can stop on a dime and knock that down.
Alpha, nice crossover move.
Up top again, Barber. Far side, Lewis. It's Trevino stuck in a double team. She loses it, and a timeout called before the Saints can force a turnover. That's Coach Jillian Flores-Bennett calling the timeout. They're going to extend that to a media timeout, 53-36. Carroll in the lead, 5:40 to go here in the third quarter. You're watching the Fighting Saints Network, brought to you by Point S Tires. Back from the break, 53-36. Carroll in the lead over Our Lady of the Lake here. Game 1 of tonight's non-conference doubleheader between Carroll College and Our Lady of the Lake. Two teams, both with the mascot of the Saints. Up top, Lewis passed it off near side Barber. Barber drives, kicks. Here's a shot from mid-range. It's good from Hemphill.
That's a tough shot. Carroll, good defense, just tough shot.
Hilborn hands off to Swanek. They get it up to Wagner. Wagner, top of the key, goes to the elbow. Garrett's off the dribble. Nice move to the basket, and one.
That's a real good spin dribble. She caught that ball right at the elbow and then just drop step, spun to her left, and made it just a great shot.
Maddie's playing with some confidence tonight. Yeah. It's good to see.
Yeah, she's attacking. She's attacking, and that's what you want.
First free throw up from Garrett, and it's good. She completes the three-point play. Nicely done there by Maddie Garrett, the reigning 6th player of the year of the Frontier Conference, providing an extra punch off the bench. Barber passes it to the far side. They find it inside to White. White puts it up from the block, and it's good for 2. Looked like Carroll tried to front there and got burned.
Yeah, Maddie just tried to come around on the low side, and she couldn't quite get there. She should have come on the high side.
Garrett up top. Passes it off to Swanek. To the elbow, it's Wagner. Wagner. Nice cut by Hilborn. Nice finish by Hilborn. My goodness.
Just beautiful offense. Nice pass by Danny Wagner. Beautifully executed curl cut.
The basketball fan in me got real excited for that one.
Well, you should. That was good basketball.
Wagner playing at that pinch post, dumping it off that time. And Hilborn so fast off the ball. Tough to keep up with. Nice move there on the jab step. Pull-up mid-range jumper is no good from Trevino. Swanek comes up with a long rebound. She gets it across half court. Hilborn on the drive, kicks. Wagner for 3. Oh, rolls in and out. Offensive rebound, though, by Garrett. She'll keep it alive and get it back out to Hilborn. Fresh 20 for the Saints. To the elbow. Garrett gets it back to Madsen. Nice look from 3 for Madsen. Off the rim, it's no good. And Garrett tries to go for the board. Looked to tip it back out to the corner, it looked like. But getting on the ball was Barber. And there's a foul called. Garrett's tried to reach over.
No, those shots that the Saints are getting now are all good shots out of their offense. And that's what you want. Good shots out of your offense. Girls, you know when a girl's going to take it. You know how to pass it to her. You're used to playing with her, and you know how to rebound, and you can expect it. It's when everybody starts to freelance that you lose your chemistry and your vision.
Let's go ahead and stick around for this timeout. 58-40, immediate timeout on the floor. 3:46 to go in the third quarter, and Carroll's lead just seamlessly advances to 18. And this has kind of been the MO for the Saints that we've seen in these first few games here at home, where they'll play it close, and then there's a little run at the end of the half. Then all of a sudden they're up by 10, and then slowly but surely throughout the third and fourth quarter they just continue to extend it and can really wear teams out. And I guess that's what happens when you're as deep and experienced as Carroll is.
Well, that's a good point, Daniel, because it was tied at 21 all in the second quarter, and Carroll went on that run and went in with a 13-point halftime lead. And so it was a 13-point halftime lead. Now it's up to 18, so they have extended it slightly. And to be honest with you, Lady of the Lake isn't playing that bad. They really aren't. Carroll's just playing awfully well right now, at both ends, but especially at the offensive end, really executing their stuff.
And the thing about Our Lady of the Lake is they've only turned it over once in the second half.
Yeah, they're playing better, much better.
But Carroll's also playing better.
Yeah.
Good halftime adjustments from both coaches.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 58-40. Our Lady of the Lake will take the ball out of the timeout. Barber will take it up the court. And I'm going to be really interested to keep tabs on Our Lady of the Lake this weekend on how they do against Providence and Northern. I think those will be some good games.
When are those games?
Saturday and Sunday, I believe.
So
or Friday and Saturday. Mid-range jumper up, and that one's good. Lopez knocked it down. But, yeah, I believe they're playing Friday and Saturday, maybe doubleheaders. Hilborn across half court. Drives. Loses it. Gets it back. Kicks it out. Corner 3. Swanek. Oh, no good. Offensive rebound, though, by Danny Wagner. Here comes Hilborn. No-look pass to Garrett's. Garrett's pump fakes, goes up with it and draws the foul.
Real nice pass by Hilborn. Boy, she's playing a good ground game. Just a solid point guard. That's what she's turning into.
And Carroll is just killing it on the glass right
They are.
now. They can rebound positions 1 through 5. They got 10-0 boards this game.
Yeah. Well, Danny Wagner, she just got that nice offensive rebound there, and that isn't something that she came into the program doing. That's something that she's added to her game in the last couple of years, and it's a big help.
First free throw no good from Garrett. She'll shoot one more.
Now, when Maddie shoots her free throw, she doesn't take any dribbles. Watch her; she'll just get it and she won't bounce it.
Oh, good catch.
Yeah.
Second one is good. I don't know if I've seen that before.
Yeah, it's unusual. Most people rhythm up with the dribble. They use that little 2-3 dribbles.
Up top, Trevino, near side to Barber. Barber's guarded by Madsen, switched over onto Lyman. Is Carroll in their zone right now, Gary?
Yeah. Yep.
Shot from the low block up and no good by Hemphill. Nice block by Garrett that time. Wagner comes up with the rebound.
Yeah. Lady of the Lake is not as effective against the zone. They're very effective against the man-to-man.
Zone on Maids.
Yeah.
Madsen calling for the motion, gets it to Wagner. 3 from Wagner off the back iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Our Lady of the Lake. Coming up with it is Villegas. Here comes Our Lady of the Lake on the move. Trevino has it, backs it back out. Nice lob pass over the top and a good bucket there by Lopez.
And Maddie Garrett was late to get there for the help side. Just didn't see the ball.
High post, Garrett has it. Goes to the elbow. Madsen with it. Back down low, Garrett's nice move off the glass and she gets the roll.
Great pass, Emma. Great pass, high-low pass, toughest pass in basketball. Emma Madsen.
Carroll falling back into their zone. Corner 3. That one's no good. Long rebound. Wagner comes up with it. She'll pick it up in stride and now back it back up. Wagner gets it across the timeline. Hands off Lyman. Lyman goes to the elbow. Garrett's back to Wagner. Wagner's got a lane. Now she picks up her dribble. Looks to get it back out. She does to Swanek. 1:25 left here in the third quarter. Garrett's off the dribble, takes it to the hoop, and draws the foul. Maddie will shoot 2.
Well, she's attacking the rim tonight. I mean, really attacking it.
I forget sometimes how good she can bounce it for a 5-player.
Well, she's got a tremendous shot fake move, and she can shoot. So when she goes to that shot fake, people come up and go to contest it, and then she bounces it by them, and it's a real deal move.
And Carroll had it in motion there for a while, and it got to about 6-7 seconds on the shot clock, so they kind of had to act. And the lane opened up for Maddie. She beat her defender off the dribble, and here she is shooting 2 more and not dribbling it.
Yeah.
First free throw is no good. She'll
I wish
shoot
she
again.
would dribble it, but I'm not her coach. I'm just some goofy guy on the radio, but but I just think you rhythm up better. You bounce it a few times and you kind of use it to get your rhythm.
Second one is up, and it's good.
Yes.
You're not that goofy. Barber, far side. Trevino gets it back to Barber, and a foul called on the floor. Carroll with a couple fouls to give. That's on Ekstrom, who just checked into the game. Inbounding will be Villegas. Trevino with the dribble. Nice defense by Lyman. Gets it back to the near side Barber. Tries to get it to the corner. Denny steps in the pass lane, hits off her foot. That's a kick ball. Barber takes the inbound pass, goes back to the corner. Villegas into a double team in that zone, throws it over the top. Barber tips it, stolen by Wagner. Nice find in transition. Ekstrom finishes for 2.
That's that zone causing a lot of mayhem. I don't think Lady of the Lake has probably seen a zone quite like the one Carroll's throwing at him right now. And it's first time you play against it, and as quick as Carroll is and how hard they move out of it,
Nice defense there by Garrett. She knocks it loose. Now ball's on the ground, and she gets on it. Should have a tie-up. Possession arrow will favor Carroll College. Nice hustle there by Garrett.
Yeah. And that zone is definitely causing problems. I think if Carroll was playing man-to-man, that Lady of the Lake would be, it wouldn't be a 20-point ball game. They run their man-to-man offense really well, but they're struggling against this zone. And they might figure it out here before fourth quarter. They still got some time.
Maddie Garrett has 12 points, providing a nice punch off the bench. Nice high-low pass there. Denny gets it to Wagner. Wagner puts it up for 2. Backdoor pass for the Saints on the other side. Shot up. It's blocked by Maddie Garrett. 4 seconds to go here in the half. Wagner's got to hurry. She's going to put one up in transition, but with 0.2 seconds left, it appears she stepped on the line. Out of bounds. Our Lady of the Lake will get it right back. And quick 0.2 seconds off the clock. That'll do it for the third quarter. 66-44. Carroll in the lead with 10 minutes to play here at the PE Center. We'll go ahead and step away. We'll be back shortly. You're watching the Fighting Saints Network, brought to you by Point S Tires and Auto Service. Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally, Gary Turcotte here, 66-44 going into the fourth quarter. Game 1 of tonight's Carroll College basketball doubleheader on the Fighting Saints Network, sponsored by Point S. The Lyman bonked her head there, but right back up as always. Tough as nails.
Well, she is.
Carroll with a 22-point lead. Inbounding is Winter Taylor. Barber up top, passed it to the far side. It's Trevino. Trevino looking to the elbow. Now in the corner. Taylor back up top to Barber. To White on the elbow. White drives, 4 seconds on the shot clock. She gets it out, and it's stolen by Hilborn. Hilborn having another great day defensively. She drives the lane, kicks out to the corner. Lyman on the drive. Runner. Oh, she can't get the bounce. Rebound, Jamie Pickens. She's going to dribble it back out. Really nice look there from Lyman. It's too bad she couldn't get that to fall. And Coach Sayers is just going to call a timeout. It's nice to kind of regroup. Media timeout called 66-44. Any thoughts, Gary?
Well, just how effective the spread zone for Carroll has been tonight. And you never know when sometimes that zone really works, sometimes it doesn't work. Tonight it's really been effective. And it has taken Our Lady of the Lake out of some really good stuff that they want to run and want to do. And they have some good players, and they're really pretty well coached. I think if they could look at the videotape and play Carroll in a couple of weeks, they would have a little bit more efficiency against it. But it's been real hard for them tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. 22-point lead for Carroll, and this is a tough game to come on the road and travel up from Texas and play against a team like Carroll. Like I said, they've been kind of wearing teams down. It's been their MO this season. And
I think you made a good point, Daniel, when you said it'd be interesting to see how they do against Providence Who else do they play?
Northern.
So
I think they'll be a really good matchup against Northern.
yeah, and they might play Providence tough. I'm telling you, if you play them man to man, you know they're going to be hard to deal with. They've got some girls that can get to the rim, and they run that high on ball stuff pretty well.
And Northern's going to try and muck up the game and force turnovers, kind of like what we've seen tonight.
Mm-hmm.
They have a very methodical approach. That's how Chris Mowat does it.
Well, he's a good one.
He's a very good coach.
Yes, he is.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's watching right now.
Well, he's consistent. He is a very consistent. You just know what you're going to get when you play Chris.
Out of the timeout, Hilborn inbounds. Lyman at the top of the key has it. Near side, Hilborn. Now Denny. Lyman again. They get it to Ekstrom. Ekstrom drives the lane. Floater as the shot clock expires. She knocks it down. Ekstrom's got that floater on lock, Gary, I tell you.
That's a big-time shot. I mean, that's...
Runner in transition this time for Our Lady of the Lake. Trevino knocks it in.
Trevino, nice shot.
I keep wanting to call them the Lakers. There's a Our Lady of the Lake Catholic school back home in Seattle. That's their mascot.
And the Lakers, that's...
Posting up. Pickens up with it, and it's good. Jamie Pickens continues her phenomenal game. Trevino up top. Here's a drive and a kick, and it's stolen by Jaden Lyman. Lyman up the court. Hilborn dumps it off. Denny in transition, can't finish. Long rebound. Ekstrom comes up with it.
Great hustle, Ekstrom.
Ekstrom gets it again. Corner three. Yes!
Oh, holy cats. Ekstrom. My goodness. That is fantastic stuff.
Get used to it, Saints
Whoa.
fans. Get used to it.
Oh, my goodness.
She hustles for the board, taps it out. They get it right back to her, and she just buries a corner three. Just unconscious right now. And Carroll forces another turnover. Pickens, the help defense, and it was Our Lady of the Lake player stepping on the line there. 73-46. This has been a fun one.
It has.
5 on the court for the Saints right now. It's Lyman and Hilborn, 2 point guards, joined by Denny and Ekstrom and Pickens at the 5. Lyman. She's fouled. Just the first one of the quarter on Our Lady of the Lake, so Saints will keep the ball. Shot clock resets to 20. Lyman will inbound from the near sideline. Up top, Denny. Over to Hilborn. Denny again off the handoff. Kicks. Pickens. Pump fake. Now she's going to drive baseline. Nice pass there to Hilborn. Back out to Lyman. Lyman drives. Runner. And it's good in traffic. Jaden Lyman, listed at 5'4", drives the lane and shoots it up over Michaela White, listed at 6'1".
And Jaden worked really hard on that kind of a mid-range shot.
The floater.
This summer, the floater. She worked so hard on that this summer.
75-46, Carroll in the lead. 30-second timeout, so we'll go ahead and keep it here, Gary. But
yeah.
Carroll really playing some good basketball in this second half,
well,
seeing the looks they want.
Yeah, they're, everything's going in. Everything's just in the flow right now, and they're just playing a very, very high level of caliber basketball.
Tip of the cap to the Saints. Sticking with the game plan. They adjusted nicely at halftime. And like I said, they're finding their looks. They're a tough team to beat when they get in their offense. They can get some of the looks that they've had.
Well, and they're getting some nice play off the bench.
Ekstrom, Garrett.
Yeah. Real.
Jaden Lyman, as always.
Yeah, good stuff off the bench. Emma Madsen, Maddie
made
Garrett,
some really nice plays
Jaden
too.
Lyman,
This
Ekstrom.
is a deep lineup.
Yeah, that's 9 deep right there. That's 9 deep.
Our Lady of the Lake with the ball. It's Miranda Villegas. She passed it up to Barbara. It's stolen. Ekstrom with another play. Ekstrom in transition. Nice jump stop move.
Goodness.
She shields the defender and puts it up for 2. Holy cow. I mean, that's upperclassman type stuff that we just saw in that transition. 3-pointer on the other end is up and good from Barbara. But
I do like Barbara. Keviona Barbara, a senior, point guard from Chicago. And then she went to Cisco College and then transferred to Lady of the Lake. And she's a nice player.
Hilborn looking to dump it off to Pickens. It's stolen by Michaela White. Here's a handoff. Villegas has it up the top of the key. Far side. Back to Guzman. Looking inside, Pickens tries to reach over and knock it loose, but a foul called. Swanek and Wagner back in the game for Carroll. Trevino back in for Our Lady of the Lake. Just 6 minutes, 19 seconds to play here in the fourth. First leg of a big night of basketball here at the PE Center. Trevino up top. Drives the lane, picks up her dribble. Gets it out to Barber. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They're going to throw it over the top. Nice move there to get the ball by Lewis, and a nice pass over the top.
I can't believe she completed that pass. That was tough.
Ekstrom will take it up for the Saints. Ekstrom. Hands off Swanek. Now Wagner to the elbow. Pickens. Pickens gets it back out to Wagner. She'll take the three off the rim. It's no good. Long rebound brought down by Michaela White. Our Lady of the Lake on the other end. Trevino crosses over, picks up her dribble. Mid-range, gets it out to the top. Barber, the point guard, will set up the offense. 15 seconds to play here, or 15 seconds on the shot clock, excuse me. Barber steps into a three, no good. Nice rebound by Pickens. Are they going to call an over the back there, Gary?
They are, but they shouldn't have. I just say that. I don't think they should.
Oh, boy.
But they called it. It is November, and these guys, we know we have really good officials in our pool, and they do get better, but every once in a while.
Loose ball stolen by the Saints. Ekstrom gets it across the timeline. Skip pass over to Swanek, now to the top. Pickens. Denny on the elbow. Backdoor cut, Wagner. Denny dumps it off. Nice pass and a nice finish.
You know, when Christine gets to the elbow, when she's the pinch post, almost every time something good happens.
It's because she can affect the game in so many different ways.
Plus, she can pass it, she can bounce it, she can shoot it.
Nice finish on the other end by Michaela White. 79-53, Carroll with a big lead. 26 points to be exact. Addie Ekstrom. Up top, Wagner to the elbow, Pickens. Pickens kicks it out to Ekstrom again. Now Swanek. To the elbow again. Pickens faces up. She's got an open look from mid-range, and it's good. Jamie Pickens for two.
And that's her first jumper that she's made tonight. She's been really effective down the low post, but normally she can make those jump shots. That's the first one she's hit tonight.
Three-pointer, near side, up and off the rim, no good. Rebound brought down by Ekstrom. I believe that was Guzman who shot it. On the other end, Swanek, corner three off the back iron, no good. Long rebound, Pickens. Swanek back with it up top. 15 seconds on the shot clock for Carroll. Swanek drives the lane, runner off the glass, and it's good.
Beautiful, Sienna. Just beautiful.
Sienna also having a really nice game.
She just makes some of the most graceful athletic plays.
Three-pointer, Barber, Rebound brought down, and it's up and good. That was Karina Lewis. 83-55. Here comes Danny to the other end. Pickens, elbow, faces up, hands off Swanek. They're going to get it to Pickens again on the elbow. Pickens looking to make a move. She's just going to face up now and put it on the ground. Drive, put it up with her right, out of bounds, blocked. Last touch by Our Lady of the Lake. Carroll will keep it.
Line change.
Line change is right. Looks like Wagner wanted to stay in. Jaden just grabbed her and said, get out of here. Time for you to rest. Ekstrom will stay in. 4 new ones in for the Saints, though. Emma Matson, Jaden Lyman, Jen Wilkinson, Maddie Garretts. So Ekstrom's going to move to the 2. Three-pointer from Matson. Matson at the 3. Wilkinson and Garrett's in the front court. Drive to the other end, blocking foul called. It was Lewis driving the lane. Lyman running the point, of course, as she does. That's a blocking foul on Jaden right there.
Well, Our Lady of the Lake, just in case you're wondering, they're still playing hard.
Yes.
Real hard.
Getting after it.
They are getting after it.
That's all you can ask for. First free throw is up. It's no good.
I'm just looking around, Daniel. There's a nice crowd here.
They're funneling in.
Really nice crowd. Yeah.
It's really grown
Yeah.
as the game's gone on, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard at a 5 o'clock tip-off on a weekday to get a crowd right from the jump there. But they've really piled in. Our boy Stewart is here, too. Saw him at halftime. Lyman on the other end drives the lane. Nice move. Oh, and it's no good. Rebound brought down. Ekstrom in the lane, gets out to Madsen. Wilkinson, high post. Nice step-through move there by Genesis. She drives and puts one up, but she's fouled on the floor beforehand. I really like that step-through.
Yeah. Well, Genesis is got some real nice offensive moves, and she's not afraid to use them, and she can score. She can finish.
Ekstrom inbounding from the baseline. Gets it into Lyman. To Madsen. Madsen to the elbow. Wilkinson. Back out to Madsen. Down low. Wilkinson steps through, goes up with it again. Gets an offensive rebound off the miss. Here comes Garrett's down the lane. Drives through traffic, loses it. Ekstrom picks it up. She can't finish that one, but she gets her own rebound again. She kicks it out to Madsen. Saints can take a deep breath and set up their offense. A lot going on there. Nice backdoor cut by Wilkinson. Garrett's finds her. Wilkinson gets her own rebound off the miss, puts it back up, and gets the bucket. A lot of O boards on that possession.
There were a lot of old boards, multiple.
I think probably 4.
I don't know if you count them all in one hand.
Three-pointer up, no good. And another O board, this time for Our Lady of the Lake. It's Macias. Here's a nice drive, step-through move, and a little jumper there by Hemphill. It's good. Timeout called. Oh, they're just going to blow it for subs. Rakaya Grendy checking in. Garrett's will come out.
Job, Maddie Garrett's.
That's a really nice game for Maddie.
Yeah, that's your best game this year.
Finished with 12.
Yeah, and just a solid game.
That shot fake.
Yeah.
The critically acclaimed.
It is. It's the best.
Lyman. Cross half court. Nice crossover there by Lyman. She pulls it back. To the elbow, Wilkinson. Kicks it back out. Lyman takes the dribble, now puts up the 3. Nice look there by Jaden. Long rebound brought down by Our Lady of the Lake off the miss. Villegas gets it. To the corner. Pull-up jumper. It's up and no good. Rebound brought down Wilkinson.
And she took a nasty spill at half court. Genesis got up, got back in the action, and got the rebound. That was a tough spill she took.
Under a minute left to play here. Rakaya Grandy with it on the elbow. Going to take a dribble, call for a motion, hand off to Wilkinson. Ekstrom, 3. That one's no good, out of bounds, and it will go back to Our Lady of the Lake. Up the court, Gabrielle Guzman, near side. It's Villegas, drives, puts it up, no good in traffic. Nice tip out there by Grendy. We got a chase for the ball over here. Nice save that time, running right into us. Macias, and Ekstrom goes to the other end, puts it in for 2.
Well, she shaved it to Ekstrom, so that was the problem. It was a save, but to the wrong team.
Three-pointer in transition is up, no good. Rebound brought down by Madsen. Madsen will get it across the timeline, and now I think the Saints will just dribble this thing out with 10 seconds left. 87-57. Carroll will win this game by 30 points. That's a good victory for the Fighting Saints.
It is a good victory. It is. That's a pretty good team they played tonight. And they'll win some games. You mark my words, they'll be tough on this road trip and the remainder of the year.
5-1. Carroll now advances to, like I said, 6 in the polls going into today. And they look to continue to get better. They got a big stretch of games coming up. Friday night they play Whitworth here at the PE Center at 7 o'clock. Sunday they go to MSUB and play a really tough Yellow Jackets team. Then they hit the road. Kentucky, they go play against Thomas More. I'm trying to remember the other 2 teams they play against. Can't get it off the top of my head. But they play against 3 teams. 2 of them are ranked in the top 15.
Wow.
So Coach Sayers,
yeah,
she's not going to schedule any cupcakes.
Well, she knows what she's doing, and her plan is to schedule as tough as she can, and the NEI encourages that. They want the best teams to play each other. And when it comes